Ever had one of those days where you just can't seem to get anything done? Frustrating, right? In this video, I'm going to give you a simple exercise to turn those days around and never have you feeling unproductive again. Step 1. Plan your day the right way. Take a pen and paper, open up your favorite note app, whatever you prefer, and break your day's tasks into 3 categories: must do, would like to do, and general tasks. Step 2. Put a heart or a cross next to each task, putting the heart next to tasks you love and the cross next to tasks that you can't stand for that particular day. Step 3. Be real about your focus. How long can you stay locked in on task? Look at the task that you hate doing today, in the must-dos ideally, and think about how much time can you actually spend focused on that task. I'm talking about tasks like filling in insurance papers or doing your taxes. No offense to the insurance and accountants out there. But these tasks that are just, maybe simple, repetitive, whatever is the thing that you don't like. It might be making sales calls. How long can you actually spend on that before you get distracted, disappointed, whatever it is? Write that down. That's your work unit of time for today. Now, I don't recommend putting these longer than, say, 2 hours at most. But, sort of half an hour up from there is good. If the task is longer than the allocated time, so let's say you decided 30 minutes, but you think the task is going to take you 2 hours, break the task down into chunks, write it out. Write down each individual chunk that you think you can do within each 30-minute block, and map that out. Step 4. How long do you take to have a little break? I'm talking about making a quick phone call, making a coffee, just stretching your legs, whatever it is. So something quick that gets you away from your desk. Is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? 15? Write that down as your break time today. Now, as a rule of thumb, if you've got 30-minute sort of work slots, you don't want to take 15-minute breaks. You probably want to take like 5-minute breaks. But if you're doing a 2-hour sprint, you might take a 15-minute break every 2 hours. But try and play with that and try to keep your work breaks to a maximum of 15 minutes. Write that out. Step 5. Do you have more energy in the mornings or in the afternoons? Most of us have got more energy in the mornings, but it's up to you as an individual. Schedule in those tasks that you don't like, which are must-dos, at the time that you've got the most energy. Step 6. Put 2 timers on your phone. One is for the work and the other one is for the break. Set this up at the beginning of the day. Start your day, start the work timer. When the work timer rings, stop, start the break timer. Have your break. Once you're done with your break, go back to work, start your work timer. Keep repeating this as a pattern for that particular day. Some other important things to note. For your must-do tasks, especially the ones that you hate, make sure that you block everything out. Turn your phone off. Put your computer on silent. Switch off your emails. Put a do not disturb on the door. Make sure that you're not interrupted and you stick to the full period of time that you've allocated. Now, if you finish the task early, stop that task and do whatever you sort of want to within the remaining time. Answer any urgent emails that came in, whatever it might be. But stick to that while you're working on the important task. A lot of people find that they start off well at the beginning of the day, but by the time they get to the afternoon, they might have fallen out of sync as they maybe started talking to someone, they got a phone call or whatever it might be. The core thing here that's important to remember is get back to your routine. If you're on task, that task had ended, you forgot to set your break timer, and you've had a chat to someone, you had a bit of a break, guess what? Start your next task again, start the timer. If, however, you sort of went on another call and you're really busy and you still haven't had a break, start your break time. But get back to the routine as soon as possible for that day and stick to it. And finally, probably the most important thing, make sure that you write everything out and you cross it off and that you can see that at the end of the day. When you can actually see what you've achieved by the end of the day, that feeling of not having achieved much goes away and is melted away, and your brain psychologically will get used to doing this every day to get that same feeling of accomplishment. I hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.